Can you give me an overview of what a typical day of working looks like for you?
Well, that's a difficult question to answer because there isn't really a typical day of work, and in fact, that is actually the appeal of the job because there is no such thing as a total routine, and that makes the job so appealing. But if you do want to break it down, then there is two parts to being a travel videographer. One is being out there filming, and the other one is being at home and editing. And it's quite nice, that sort of balance, because it gets tiring to be out there traveling and filming all the time.
Sure.
So it's quite nice to come home, sort of follow your routine, be able to go to the gym, cycle and whatever, and just do your editing, And but if you're asking me about a sort of a typical day when you're out filming, I mean, it can be like you getting up with the sun at 5 a.m. You're starting to get some sunrise shots or something like that. You're on a tour or something. Or you're sitting in a balloon, whatever it is, you decided to be filming. You're out there pretty much all day with people. You're trying to get testimonials and that sort of thing, and you're always on the lookout for classic shots and just basically good footage. And you do that all day, and then you go home with all your footage, and you try to get as much as possible. And then you start putting it all together on your editing program, and you never really know what's going to come out before you do it. It sort of takes on a life of its own, and it's very creative work. And that's you don't really notice how the time goes by because it's very creative. And people often say, "Oh, well, that's the hard part, doing the editing," but I don't feel that way because I really enjoy that process as well.
That's actually a really great way of looking at it, and I think it's something that's going to appeal to a lot of people listening, is just how much balance there is to it. I myself find that going out and traveling, I kind of have almost like a 6-week limit of when my energy sort of burns up, and I kind of start going through like a mundane, like, oh my gosh, another day of traveling.
Right.
If it's every day hard go go go, I really love having times where I'm staying in one spot, whether it's at home or on the road, just having like an apartment where I stay in for a while, and so that would be a perfect fit for the editing side of things.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's right. And I mean, the other thing is with being a travel videographer, I mean, I've chosen to make it my main job, being a full-time job for me. But the thing is, you can start doing this just while you're working on something else or get another full-time job. You can do this as a hobby on the side. So it's not necessarily that you're going to have to quit your job and then start going out and being a travel videographer. You can just do it as a hobby. Like yourself, going over to Tanzania, you can just get a couple of jobs while you're actually over in Tanzania, that sort of thing.
I might just have to do that.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.